Oh, not very comfy. Oh, that's better. That's better. Oh dear. What's wrong way? I always turn the camera the wrong way, and my frills are sticking the wrong way, aren't they? My frills are the wrong way. Hi Nathan. My frills are sticking the wrong way. Never mind. It wouldn't be me if it weren't the wrong way. Ah dear. Gonna put some hand cream on. As you can gather with all the cleaning I've been doing, my hands are like I don't know what. Hi Sandra. Hi Esther. The weather's been lovely. The garden's been really ignored because I've been painting, if you can see from behind me. Hi Sophie. Yeah, Jan from the newly decorated location. It's nearly finished. It's not really. I've still got 2 doors to paint and a radiator, but we won't speak about that. My hands are ick because I've been cleaning, and sugar soap and stuff gets in your hands and makes them feel horrible. Oh, put some more hand cream on. Good evening, Linda. Good evening, Nathan, Sophie, Esther, Sandra, and anybody else who's lurking. Thumbs up, please. We've only got 6 and there's 14 lurking. Oh dear. Evening, Connie. Hiya, Chris. Hey dear. Did you like my little video? I did a little video. I kept thinking today, I don't feel right. I kept feeling a little bit dizzy. And then I realised I've not took any pills for 2 days. You know, does help, doesn't it? So now I've got to take them. You know, when you're an old crock like me, you rely on your pills, your medications, yes. So if you see me swallowing. Oh, I had a red microwave, but the toaster oven is black, sadly. Couldn't get a red one. It's black. Can you see? There it is. It's black. Sadly. But the microwave's red. And the bread bin's red. And, oh, I can't see, can you? Ooh, behind me. The sugar coffee and tea is red. Yeah, my necklace is red and black, and I'm wearing red and black, and I've got red trousers on that fit me where they touch. I bought them new. I wish I would decide what size I am. I always still think I'm huge. Yeah. The necklace is here, Shad. It's red and black to match the red and black top that I'm wearing. Yeah. I put a picture on Facebook today that's 16 years old, and I thought to myself, I still wear that necklace. Oh dear. Yeah, I still wear it. It's wooden, I think, this one, Shad. Wooden and not real silver, obviously. Silver coloured. Yeah. Hi, Dottie. Oh, I'm looking shattered tonight. I don't know about. I'm absolutely shattered. Yeah, my niece came on Thursday. My niece and her husband painted the ceiling and the walls for me. I'd already done all the white that you can see. I'd already gloss painted all the white, yeah. And, I'm going to do the tango. No, maybe a bit of belly dancing, but definitely not the tango. And, you know, they left me with the gloss paint, obviously, because they said I'd do that. But I wasn't in the humour to do the doors, and I thought the doors are not vital. I'm going to put the kitchen back together again. And sadly, my oven didn't arrive. I couldn't use it for my dinner because it didn't arrive in time. It's trousers and a top, Dottie. It's not a dress. I haven't worn it since, oh my goodness, I can't think when. Probably about 5 years. And I've got the red trousers. The red trousers are new, even though they're too big. I always buy them too big. And I thought, what can I put on with red trousers? And then I went in my drawer and I thought, oh, not had this on. To be truthful, it's not been the weather and it's been cold and I've not been able to wear nothing with no sleeves, yeah. But today has been glorious. And I've been stuck inside doing the cleaning, you know. I bet tomorrow it'll rain and I've got to, well, The garden's sadly neglected, whoever asked me about the garden. Sadly, sadly neglected. It needs what it needs desperately needs watering. But I can't I did the washing. I didn't do the bedding. I didn't have time for that. But I don't save anything, Chris. No. No, I don't have best anything. Although I've got one top I haven't worn just yet because I paid a lot of money for it. And I keep thinking, I'm not just going to, it'll have to get worn. It will really have to get worn. Because it's stupid. I don't keep things for best anymore. I used to when I was younger because, we did only have like one lot of best things, and you didn't want to wear them and ruin them, did you? But now, yeah, I just wear everything. But this, I must admit, it's been in the drawer for about 4 or 5 years. Simply because it doesn't have any sleeves. If it should have had short sleeves, I would have worn it before now. But it was a nice day today and I was busy cleaning, so. See, even redder. Oh, I brought my Frida Kahlo cup today. I don't know what happened. It was in the washing up bowl and it was absolutely in 2 halves. And I'm thinking, did I throw something in the washing up bowl? Did I throw a spoon in or did I throw something in? But I don't remember. But it had split exactly in 2 halves. It was really weird. Excuse me, slurping my pills. I've got another. It's these I don't like. God, they're like torpedoes, aren't they? I've had to take my nail polish. Oh, snap my long nail. My talon. Snapped it. The crowns are something that YouTube puts on if you comment. The one who comments the more gets a crown with number 1. And then there's number 2 and number 3. And I think it only goes 1, 2, and 3. And it calls you a top fan. So because you've commented quite a few times, Shad, you're number 1 at the moment. You'll get demoted, don't worry. I know, it's massive, isn't it? I've got to take 2 of them as well. Another one. The metformin. And I didn't do my injection. I've had to do that. It's no wonder I've gone wuzzy, is it? I was sat there doing something and I thought, oh, going round and round without any alcohol. I was going round and round. And then I discovered, you're not taking your blood pressure pills, Janet. Yes. I know it's massive, isn't it? It's like a horse tablet. It's like a suppository, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh. I did have a pill cutter, but I don't know where it went. As usual, when you move house, you lose bits and pieces, don't you? I had a pill cutter, but I don't know. It will be around somewhere, but I don't know where. Yeah, I was going to paint my nails, but I didn't have time because I snapped it. Oh. My friend would be happy. She kept saying, will you cut that blooming nail? And I kept saying, no, I'm going to grow it. And it was dead long. It was one of those, you could do that with it, dead long nail. And she kept saying, will you cut it? Will you cut it? So she's going to be thrown to bits. I snapped it off. Oh, dear. I've had 13 to swallow. It's no wonder I'm going fuzzy. I was 26 pills down. Yeah, but I'm so happy. I spend a lot of my time in here. Somebody put a comment actually on Facebook saying, oh, how unusual to see a PC in a kitchen. I thought, well, it's the only room I've got any room for it. My bedroom's too small. It's full of clothes. And my lounge is just full of furniture, really. Yeah. Not that much. I've just got the usual, an L-shaped sofa, recliner, coffee table, telly, on 2 Billy bookcases. But it's not a big lounge. No room for a PC. Yeah, my kitchen, it's a kitchen dining room really, because I've got my dining table, if you noticed on the video. I've actually cleared my dining table. I can actually use it now. Because I've got so little counter space here, if I was baking or something, I could use the table, to beat things up and something like that. 42.78. It's, what is it here? 17. It's 17 here, Shad. But that's quite warm. It's been warmer. It's gone cooler. So the sun's gone in. My washing's dried anyway. That's all I'm worried about. It's a good day to me if your washing dries, yeah. Oh, look at the bags under the house. That photograph from 16 years ago, there wasn't a bag inside. I'm thinking, well, you've not changed that much. And then I looked, I thought, yes, you have. Got the eyes, The hair was still similar. And Linda said my smile was still the same. But unfortunately, this bit and the bags under the eyes have changed. Well, 16 years is gone by. But I still have the necklace. You'd be glad to know that, Shab. I still have the necklace. Ugh. Right, that's the end of that. I finished off, when I got given some Aaron. Your garden's finished. Oh, come and do mine then, Shab. Mine's not. That Aaron I got given, I've finished. Well, I've run out of it, so it's big enough for a lap blanket. So that would be going to the old dears. I finished it off. Not bad, I only got given the. Oh, the garden's finished. You mean it's kaput? I thought you meant you'd finished it off. Is it still too late to plant some winter vegetables like cabbages or something, carrots and things? Because I've got some cabbage seeds, but it's too late to plant them, is it? Because my cabbage seed says I can plant them, July or something like that. I haven't planted any cabbage seeds because I don't know where to plant them. Right. I've still got 7 squares to do on the granny square. The little granny square. I've still got 7 more to do. But the lady who gives me all the bits and pieces, the green trim with the white shells. Not green trim with white shells. Where are you looking? Chris, where are you looking? Green trim with white shells. I'm looking around thinking, where's green trim with white shells? Oh dear. Hi Enid. Did you see your message from Linda? The one I held up. Oh no, it's dark green, purple, beige, and then that's a multicoloured green colour. Green and purple, green and lilac and whatnot, yeah. Not white. It might look white on your screen, but it's actually a beige. Yeah. Enid, you got mentioned on Davina's channel, I believe. I haven't watched it yet. I've been busy all day. And I asked Linda if she put it onto our Facebook page that you got mentioned, yeah. Right, well, the lady who gives me all the bits and pieces of wool, she's blind, and she manages to do knitted little baby hats for the premature baby unit. So she gives me, yeah, Davina mentioned you, I think, in a video. It was, I got told by Linda, but I haven't had time to look at the video, so I can't tell you. So I told her to put, Davina is, she does a lot of stitching and she does a lot of crafting. What's she called? Somebody tell me what Davina's channel is. She does a lot of cross stitching and everything like that. It was D. I thought you said it was Enid that got mentioned. Oh, Denise. That's not what you said. You said it was Enid. Oh, it was Denise. Sorry, Enid. It was Denise that got mentioned. No, I could have sworn you said it was Enid. Because I was thinking, how does she know Enid? Yeah. I'd probably collapse, actually. I've been busy all day. Enid was on Denise's chat last night. Oh, right. I see. Enid, you were on Denise's chat last night. Do you know I'm getting totally flipping confused? Yeah. We don't drink. I haven't had a drink, honest to goodness. I haven't had a drink. You don't remember that? Linda, have you been drinking? Shall we start again? Anyway, the lady who is blind. Who is Denise? Denise Dear. See what I mean? Linda, you're getting everybody confused here. Denise Dear, yeah. Dear, she Dear Designs or something? Something like that, yeah. Anyway, back to Terry, yeah. The blind lady. She gives me all the bits and pieces. For one, she's given me another pile. I'll never get rid of all these bits. I'll be making shawls forevermore. So she asked me, would I make her 2 shawls? So I've started her a virus shawl. I think it's oldie wool. Oldie. So crafty. Oh, Enid, you must have been asleep then. This is getting more and more confusing. Enid, if you can't remember where you've been, Linda thinks you were on Denise's channel. I rest my case. It's obviously a very confusing day, and I'm just tired. I'll be doing a lot of that later, Chris, I tell you. I was up at Crack-a-doom this morning. Crack-a-doom. I've got some more decals as well. Maybe you have your wires crossed. I think somebody's got the wires crossed. Somebody's got something crossed. All the decals I put on the wall. And I've got some more. I don't know which way up there, that way. To put on those boring IKEA Billy bookcases if they'll stick. I'm just hoping that they'll stick on here. You're fairly certain you wasn't? You were on Fibre Talk. After someone thought I was my friend and blocked you. Oh. I got accused of blocking somebody when I didn't. Hiya, Lizzie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll stick on those boring Billy bookcases. Yeah, birdies. Birdies into. Apparently you make them up into a, which I won't be able to, because it won't fit on the door. They give you everything's got a number. Oh, they give you a little thing how you're supposed to do it. But obviously I can't do it like that because I'm doing it on doors. But they probably may not stick, because the other Christmas I tried to put Christmas stickers on the Billy bookcase and they just fell off. You've got a block? Oh, how nasty. How nasty. I've only blocked one person, or maybe 2. I think I blocked a few, the ones that were really annoying little so-and-sos. I think I blocked a few of them. Or Chris did, or Nathan did. The ones that kept coming on making stupid comments, yeah. We blocked. But I got accused of blocking, what was he called? I don't know. That one at like Korean music. But I didn't block him, honestly, I didn't. I don't know what happened to him. But he accused me of blocking him on somebody else's channel. But I didn't. I didn't. He was the one who used to call Sheila Mrs. Crunchy Nuts. Yeah, guy said I blocked him. Yeah, I didn't. Somebody else might have blocked him. Oh, it was you that blocked him, was it? Well, he was getting a bit boring anyway. All he wanted to talk about was Korean music, that K-pop. And you remember him? Yeah, he was a bit boring, wasn't he? So we'll let Nathan off, because he was a bit boring. Looking back on the things I've done. He was upset, was he? Well, tough bunnies, I didn't do it. I don't mind being accused of something I've done. He said unblock me, but I hadn't blocked him, so I couldn't unblock him. And when I looked, he wasn't blocked, so I don't know what he was going on about. Because it tells you, if you look in all your settings, it tells you who you've blocked. But he wasn't on it. So I don't know where he got the fact he was blocked from. Never mind. I'm sure we'll manage without him. He was being a pain, I think, now, Nathan. But that was nothing fresh, was it? Ooh, showing me underwear. He was generally a pain, wasn't he? He used to annoy the heck out of Sheila, didn't he? He was always on about some other woman we all had to watch, if you remember. Some frugal cook or something. And every time he come on, he kept plugging her and saying we all had to go and watch her. And I got a bit fed up. I don't mind people mentioning people now and again, but not every week. Oh, you've got to watch it, you've got to watch it. I'm like, no, I don't. If people want to watch her, they'll watch her. Stop plugging her. I can't remember what she was called now. But she was one of these frugal people, yeah. Oh, he was a bit odd, yeah. I attract the odd ones. I get the weirdos on the tram, yeah. I got one the other day telling me she was an alcoholic and going on and on to me. I'm like, oh my goodness me. Do I look as though I am patient? I'm not Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah. I mean, she was a nice girl, but I didn't really want to know about her alcohol problems. Oh dear. I must have that kind of face, I think, that people think they can come and chat to me. They chat to me on the seafront. Well, I haven't been on seafront for a bit, but because obviously I didn't go this week because I didn't go to brunch because my niece and her husband were here. So, oh, you're in the UK, by the way. Don't buy Johnson's paint. Oh, dearie me. $24.99 a can, and you never seen anything so bad in your life. It wouldn't go on the wall. It was just like painting with water. Ah, you went to yeah. Oh, Enid Shaw, right. I know Enid Shaw, yeah. A libation, what's one of them? Hiya, Trish. It's Sunday morning. Oh, you got numpties on the bus, did you? I get them all the time, love. It's about time somebody else had them. What's a libation, Shad? It was Enid Shaw, not Enid. You got shouted. It must be, is it full moon? Or libations alcohol. Right. Well, I might have one later, but then I might fall asleep. But, I think I've earned one. Well, welcome, Trish, from New Zealand, all the way from a Kiwi. Kiwi. I think one of my cousins lives in New Zealand, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's Australia or New Zealand. I know there's a big difference. But I can't remember where she lives. She married a Maori, well, a Maori descendant. Which was rather interesting, you know, bit of culture in our family. Oh, it was New Zealand if he was a Maori, was it? it was full moon day, I think, Sophie. I think we've all got the nutters on the bus today. Oh, thank you, Esther. Everybody else said, "Oh, why have you changed it? We liked the pale grey," and I'm like, "Yuck!" And then everybody moaned because I painted the tiles. 5 coats of paint it took to get them tiles white. 5 coats of paint. Oh, you've got your winter. We've still got summer, fingers crossed. How long for? We do not know. How long I'll be able to wear this top without a cardigan? I don't know. You got shouted at. Oh dear, it's one of those days today. Well, I went to get out to get a bacon butty at the shop, and it was 1:05, and she said, "Oh, we stopped serving at 1 o'clock." I thought, "Oh, come on, love." I said, "You can tell I'm painting the kitchen," because I was covered in paint all up my arms. I said, "I don't want to use the kitchen." She said, "Oh, sorry, we're cleaning up now." Oh. So I had to buy one of those burger things, you know, you put in the microwave. It was very, very exciting, like not. You know, those rustlers things, whatever they call the vial. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We didn't even have any of them frozen breakfasts, you know, like you can buy them. Didn't have any of them. I thought, Anyway, I've got my toaster oven now, so maybe I can grill my bacon in the morning. Woo! It must be full moon. Somebody have a look in the diary. Is it full moon today? What have I done here, Janet? What have you done? You've done a pig's ear somewhere. What have you done, girl? What have you done? I've done something crazy. Oh, weird. Apart from you had a fun day. Oh, all day breakfast in a tin. Oh no, I've not had one of them. I don't even like them beans and sausages. They've got really funny sausages, haven't they? Like little chipolata things. Oh, what have you done, Janet? You've made a pig's ear of that. It's on the roll before. Sorry, it's going to have to come back. I don't like mistakes. I have a mistook on the roll before. Mind you, I was doing it last night and I was tired, so. Because I'd been painting yesterday, so. I'm making a shawl for a lady who goes to knit club. She's blind and she goes dancing, and she wanted a shawl to go around her shoulders when it gets a bit cool. So she gave me pink and this colour. And then she said, "Can you do 2 colours?" And I went, "Well, wouldn't it be better if we had 2 different shawls?" And she said, "Oh, well, I didn't like to ask you to make me 2. So I said, "Oh, for goodness sake." And then one of the other ladies who's always asking me for things, she was like, I thought, "Oh, give over. I'm doing it for her because she can't see to do it herself. You can. You've got eyes." I mean, she can crochet, the blind lady, but she can only do plain, as you can probably imagine. You can't follow a complicated pattern when you can't see, can you? So, as I say, the other lady was like, Anyway, she gave me 3 fuchsia plants because I said I didn't want any money. for making them for her. She gives me loads of bits of wool and everything like that. So to me, you've got to, you live and let live, don't you? I don't mind doing anything for anybody, but one particular lady there, she's a bit pushy, if you know what I mean. Always wants things making, obviously for nothing, but. So I thought, no, blow it. I mean, she had her eye on this blanket I'm doing. She goes, ah, unalived in Europe. Not particularly, no. No, I don't think there's been a wave of them. No, no more than usual. It's not been in our headlines anyway. Shad, you must have a different paper than we do. No, it's been hot, but it's not been that bad. We're just not used to it. It's nothing like your temperatures, though, Shad. You think it's hotty when it gets to 80. They go, oh, too hot in here. And they go, shut up. It's lovely. Shut up. You're just not used to it. We're used to cold and wet and rain. So when we get a bit of sunshine, we all go potter. Hey, sunshine, hey. But I don't think anybody's passed away from any more than usual. See, your friend landed in Scotland, didn't he? Much to the disgust of the Scottish people. Oh, dear. Linda was out waving a flag, weren't you, Linda? Our homes are designed to keep the heat in. Well, I suppose they are. We don't have AC. Not many people have AC. Yeah. No, we don't usually get 20-something is probably. He's not with me. He's up in Scotland where they love him. Like they don't. Yeah, we just don't have winters. We don't have air conditioning. I've got a fan, but I've only ever put it on about twice. In fact, I don't even know where I've put it now. We don't need air conditioning mostly. Just open the doors and the windows. Air conditioning's a kind of a luxury that you don't particularly need over here. Oh gosh, I don't know, Linda. It went a helicopter that went down into it, but that's me. Is that just me? 2, 4, 6. As long as they didn't bring Markle with them. As long as she didn't blag a ride on Air Force One. We could keep her. Da, 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 da. It doesn't smell too painty in here. Gloss paint used to absolutely pong, didn't it? It doesn't seem too bad. One time you had to open the windows, put onions out, and oh God, it used to smell awful. You wish what was true that that we got rid of Lamarckle? No, I don't think so. You can have her, she's all yours. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said to her, I'll do your shawl so long as you have the virus shawl. She said, why? I said, because I'm out to do them without looking at the button. She said, oh, I don't mind. You do what you want. Oh, less heat. Oh, listen, come to England. We don't get much heat here at all. And if you go to Scotland, you get even less. You just get rain and midges up there. Almost cavalcade. Oh, God. Was he frightened somebody's going to shoot him or something like that? Mistaking him for a grouse, yeah. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, everybody thinks that it was made then, but it was around long, long before. You know, the C one. Everybody thought that's what it was, you know, like the COVID, shot. I said, no, it was around a long time before. It was called a virus because it was catching and everybody made them. That's why they called it that. It was probably called something completely different because I can't think that somebody just invented it. You know, I'm sure I've seen this pattern around for many, many moons because don't forget how old I am, you know. I remember things the first time round. You know, when Adam was a lad, yeah. The plague. Oh, I keep getting told to go for another jab. I thought, on your bike, I'm not going. On your bicycle, pedal. Last time you jabbed me, I was poorly, and I'm not going again. I'll take my chances. Hiya, Denise. Did your ears burn? We was talking about you. Linda got you all confused with her Enid. She was telling Enid, itching for stitching, that she was in your channel, and it wasn't her, it was the other Enid. Hi, Denise. I like your hair blonde, Denise. I hope you're leaving it. Looks nice, yeah. it might have been screenshotted. We're doing some funny things on this channel, I'll tell you. You've had 4 of the shots. I've had 3, I think, and I don't want any more. The third one was really rough. I was really bad. I'll still have my flu jabs because I'm all right with them. But I don't want them coming at me with them others. You can keep them. Oh, God. I had it really, really bad right at the beginning when they didn't know what it was. I was in bed for 3 weeks, believe it or not. So I think I've got immunity. I was 3 weeks, I was flat, but I've never been like that before. I've had flu before and everything, but I have never been that ill. But they didn't even know it was COVID back then. They didn't know what it was. But I had to catch it, didn't I, before everybody else? Well, we've been busy. I've been busy painting. See the kitchen? Different colour, different colour. Oh, pigeon just flew by. I've no curtains at the moment, yeah. You're staying blonde, yay! Blondes have more fun. I know you like the pink, but blondes have more fun. What do they say? They get dirtier easy. I couldn't go back to being dark if I wanted because the sides are actually white. That's my own colour, this. It's not bleached. This is my own colour, white. Yeah. Ah, dear. Did you have a nice holiday, Denise? I wish I was going away. Got no money though. No passport, no money. Oh, I thought, do you have 2? I've only ever had 1 shingles. I didn't know you had 2. I'm hungry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I decided to go mad. It was pale grey with brown tiles. And I decided, like you did the stickers, Denise, I did the Moroccan ones. Yeah. Yeah, I only had 1 shingles. I don't know why you've had 2, Enid. Shingles. Man, I had chicken pox twice, so maybe I'm immune to that as well. As my mother used to say, I was greedy. I had measles twice and I had chicken pox twice. I was one of those kind of kids. I got everything. I missed a whole year at school because every time I went back, I came 2 days and I got something else. You're waiting for the kids to go back to school. Our kids are off for 6 weeks now. Yeah, if you're watching, you graze around the ear. Yeah, well, I don't suit dark hair anymore. I think your complexion changes as you get. I mean, I'm a hell of a lot older than you, Denise. But your complexion changes as you get older. So, people who dye their hair dark when they're my age look silly, I think, because, yeah, me stickers. Did yours stay on? I'm hoping mine stay on. I've got some spares just in case any peel off. Because they came in a pack of 24, so I had to get 2 packs. So I've got plenty of spares if any peel off, yeah. I know, I need a holiday, but, unless I win the lottery tonight, I've got no chance. Yeah, I've had scarlet fever, I've had scarlatina, I've had the measles, the mumps, chicken pox, you name it. I don't know what the difference was with scarlet fever and scarlatina. I don't know, but I did, yeah. I wash it with purple shampoo, then I've got to watch out because I finish up with purple ears. Inside my ears goes purple. I do rinse it off, but I don't know why I get purple ears. The other week I looked like a pixie because all inside was bright purple. Oh dear. No, the white at the sides here doesn't take the colour anymore. It just stays resolutely white. So that's probably why yours doesn't dye anymore, Linda. My white bits don't dye. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I don't know why I have to count. It's because I don't count when I'm crocheting. I'm doing a virus show if anybody's interested. For a lady at Knit Club who's blind. You've got 2 packets, yeah? Yeah. Mine were only tiny tiles, though. You're 77. I'll be 80 in November, Shad. I'm beating you. Beating you. I've decided I'm going to just live till I'm 100 and I've made my mind up, so I'm going to stay. I live each day. I don't think. I've got so many friends who are kind of 1 foot in the grave in their brain, and I'm like, no, I'm not like that. I think to myself, oh, I'm only 79. I don't think, oh, I'm 79. I mean, some days when, everything's creaking and groaning and that, yeah, it's, I think, ooh. But then the day after, I get up and I think, ooh. Yeah. You wake up every day and you think, I'm here again. You're amazed you're still alive. Well, you should be. You're only young. Give over. For goodness sake, Enid. Stop wishing your life away. I still think I'm, about 40 in my brain, yeah. Yeah, we've got a lady that goes to the knit club that I can't get to. Not because I don't want to, I just can't get to it at the minute. She's 92 or 93, something like that. And she's as sharp as a tack. Oh, I've had a few brushes with the big C, but we don't go there. I just get on with it. you're aware of your mortality, aren't you? But I don't like to dwell on it. I mean, I've got all sorts of things wrong with me, but I just don't like to dwell on it, you know. There's so many people. I used to watch certain channels that I've stopped because it's, oh, woe is me. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. That's wrong. Oh, I've got this wrong with me. I've got that wrong with me. Oh, I went to the emergency. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. Think about something else. It's boring. Boring. Yeah, you got to live for today. We were just talking before about putting your best stuff on. I don't have things for best. I've got one top at the moment that's my best that I haven't actually worn yet. But everything else, no. I just buy things and wear them, you know. I must admit, I try not to wear them if I'm painting, but you know. I had some really scruffy things on yesterday, things I wouldn't go out in. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? Oh, God. Yeah, I've got all sorts. Well, you see me just take 13 pills, haven't you? Well, mine started about then, Denise, so good luck, love. I need a new hip, I need another knee, and I'm not bothering. I said to the doctor, you know, why would I have another hip? I said, it's not going to make me walk, is it? Because I don't walk anyway because of my back. So, you know, I'm just wasting an operation that somebody who could walk could have, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. What did you do there, Janet? You went bonkers there, didn't you? And I'm not pulling it back because it's right at the end of the row. I've just pulled it back once before and I'm not pulling it back again. If it was in the middle of the row, I would, but it's at the end, so I'll just fudge it. No, if you stopped doing things because you hurt, then you wouldn't do anything at all. No, I hurt all the time. You just get used to hurting, don't you? It's just one of them things, you. I always blamed ballet for my problems with my hips because you bend yourself in such unnatural positions when you do ballet. I didn't just do ballet like kids do ballet. I went up to, you know, rather standard. But, you know, you do all sorts of things when you do ballet. Nearly every prima ballerina's got really bad arthritis because of the positions you shove yourself in. You know, when you do the feet positions, your feet are in very unnatural positions. It's no wonder you twist your hips out of socket. So I blame ballet for all that of mine, yeah. I mean, my friend, she's really crippled up and she used to be a weightlifter. And I said to her, it's because you weightlifted your body weight. You know, that's what's done your back in. Oh, I'm a stubborn old whatnot, yeah. I am stubborn. I don't take the pills I'm supposed to take because I don't like drugging myself up. As you say, you do things, don't you? I'm like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. I thought, yeah, you get a bit, yeah, whatever when you hurt him, but you have to get over it, don't you? If I stopped doing things every day when anything hurt, I'd never get anything done. I stop for 5 minutes, have a sit down for 5 minutes and think, right, that's it now, Janet, get up. You can't sit here feeling sorry for yourself. Who else is going to do it? Get up and do it. Stop being stupid. And I talk to myself all the time. Yeah, we do it to ourselves, don't we? I blame me belly. And of course, I had the shops and I used to lug mass. If you don't think wool weighs heavy, try lugging a big bag full when it arrives. It arrives in a bag as tall as you, yeah? And I used to, my storeroom was upstairs, and I used to carry them up, full bags, carry them up. And everybody used to say, oh, stop doing that, you'll do your back in. Yeah, 20 odd, 30-year-old stupid, No, I won't, I'm fine. Well, bend your knees then, you're not. Yeah, I'm fine. And of course, you're not later on in life. Yeah, I've got, what have I got? It's meant for cows, actually. It's peppermint undercream. It's meant for cows with mastitis. And it's brilliant for arthritic knees, I tell you. I'd gone to a knitting show in Cockermouth, would you believe? And I was limping about, and this old guy said to me, what's up, love? And I said, oh, my knees, shocking. And he said, do you need some peppermint undercream? And I went, you what? And he goes, trust me, when you go home, order some. He said, off Amazon, have it. I get you some. And I thought, brilliant. You stink of peppermint, but it's brilliant, honestly. Yeah, Dalai Lama wants to live to be 130, yeah. Backs were never meant to be walking on two legs, I got told that. We were designed to walk like animals on four legs. And that's why we all have back problems, because we walk on two legs, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Pull the other one, yeah, it is. I tell you, it works, Chris. You stink of peppermint. People will be going around thinking you've been chewing gum or something. But it works. It blooming works, I tell you. Apparently, it's the idea of if the cows have got mastitis, it brings blood to the surface. Yeah. When my son was born with his feet facing inwards, like that. So he should have had an operation, but they gave me exercises to do when he was little. Every time he had a nappy change, I used to have to do these, and he used to scream. And my dad used to say, do we have to do this? You're making him scream. And I said, look, if we don't get his feet to turn the right way, he has to have an operation. And I said, he's not going in a leg cast, because they put them in a cast and the legs are like, the hips and that. I said, no, I'm not having that. Anyway, fortunately, all my exercising and everything worked, yeah. Yeah, it's very pepperminty. If I think on, I'll take a picture of it and put it on our page, yeah. I wonder if I should she's given me some pink as well. I wonder if she wants me to do a different pattern. I like doing this pattern though, because I can do it without thinking. I love the shawl from Doris Chan. What's it called? Oh God, it's beautiful. It's a bit similar to this, but it's like a proper pineapple. Yeah, it's probably one of them horrible stinky things that you put on you. Old people. Hiya Val, do you like my tiles? Aren't they lovely? Woo! The stickies. A circular? No, she doesn't want a circular one. She wants a shawl. Circulars are no use. You'd have to bend it in half, and that just defeats the object, doesn't it? I don't do blankets. Don't do blankets, Dottie. I did that lap blanket under protest. It's my nemesis. I don't do blankets. I'll do a baby blanket, and I'll just about do a lap blanket. But circular, I find that circular things are useless, actually. My mum made my son, when he was born, a beautiful circular shawl. It was useless. It was too small to wrap round him. You couldn't use it on the pram because it looked daft. So I've never made any more circular ones after that. Because they don't wrap, a square wraps round a baby much better. Or even a triangular one would wrap round a baby, but a circle doesn't wrap round a baby at all. You have to fold it in half. And then it's too small unless you make a massive one. Gosh, I made my friend, she wanted a circular one, but it was huge and I did it in 2-ply. For those of you in America, it's lace weight. It took me ages. It was on a 2mm crochet hook. I have to laugh at some of the American ladies when they say, "Oh, it's thin. It's number 3 weight." It was beautiful. It was like sheaves of wheat. It was gorgeous when it was done. I hope she kept it. She had 2 little girls, so I made it for the first one. Didn't make one for the second one. But she was my best friend at the time. Luckily, she told me when she was newly pregnant because it took me that long to make it. Yeah, well, when you say 4-ply over there, you mean like thick. It's like an Aran, isn't it, what we have? We don't have a 4-ply over here. We don't have your 4-ply, American 4-ply over here. Is it worsted? We don't have that. We have double knit and we have Aran. Double knit is like your 3, and Aran is more like your 5, yeah. Or we have it, it's called Voltarol over here. Again, it could be the same thing, won't it? But we have Voltarol. It's things. I have another one that's good, and it's actually called Flexi Sex, but it's not SEX, it's SEQ. It's Flexi, SEQ. And that doesn't smell, that's nice. But it's really expensive. It cost me about £20 for a tube of it. It's FLEXISEQ. Hello, Yolanda. I'm hungry. I don't know why I'm hungry. I couldn't do that if I tried, Chris. I like crocheting I crochet a lot with, fingering. I've got a lot of, 4-ply cotton in the garage. Got a lot of that. I love crocheting with 4-ply. It tickles me when, like American ladies say, "Oh, it's so thin. It's number 3 and it's on a 4mm hook. That's so thin." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's normal." No, we don't have a sport weight, no. I never know what to use when it says sport weight. I have enough trouble with American patterns, don't get me started, yeah. I'm one of the oldies, Denise, that learned to crochet with the English, English things, yeah. Oh, I knit socks, but I just don't wear them. Yeah, we have Aran, but Aran's too thick. That's what gets me. I've got the Addy machines. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you. I've got the Addy machines, but they don't like English yarn. I don't know what the Centro's like because I'm not buying another one. Yeah, well, we don't have worsted over here. We don't have that weight, which is a bit irritating because there's loads of patterns that are for it, and we can't get it over here. But I mean, it's really, like, for weight, it's quite heavy. And I see a lot of patterns crocheting for babies in it, and I'm like, mm. Oh, I know it's hit and miss, isn't it? And if you're like me, you don't really like doing those dreaded tension squares. We're all supposed to do them, but how many of us do them? Yeah. I just go, yeah, that looks about right. I have done tension squares, and then I find that they're still wrong when I've done them. People who say, oh, I've got gauge. I've got gauge with this needle. I've got gauge. And I'm like, I don't do gauge. I just knit. We don't have that. Yeah. They do have some wool, like at Aldi, but you have to surprise it to get it, yeah. The Centro doesn't like double knit. The Addy does not like double knit. It's like string. Oh, it is. It's more me. I could not stand that. Everybody kept saying, oh, it's so lovely and pale. And I'm like, yuck. Oh, you're not painting your tiles. They're lovely. And I'm like, yep. Yep, it's more me. Red and jade green. It's looking a little bit blue on the camera. It's more of a jade green, yeah. No, I don't. I've got my Addies, and people say, why don't you sell them? And I'm like, no, I'm not selling them. You don't get anything for them if you sell them. So you might as well keep them because you might use them one day. I tried making hats for the homeless, but I had a load of double knit and they turned out like babies. They weren't big enough. And some Aran would work on it if you ran it over a candle, wax or whatever. I've got both of the Addies. Yeah, I'd crank out hats if I could get them to work. They don't fit an adult when I do them. They just fit maybe a teenager or a big kid, but they definitely don't fit a grown man. Some of the Arans, worked on it, but like I say, I had to run it over a candle. Ooh, ooh, don't do that, Janet. Your bingo wings are flacking. Oh, God, at my age, do I care? Do I care? No, I don't. My arms carry on waving long after I've finished. I'm, I'm happy. One skein of yarn, it depends what kind of yarn it is. If it's a worsted, no, not really, unless it's a very narrow one and you use very, very big hook. -10? No, I don't think we have -10 over here. It's probably hysteria, Dottie, because I'm so tired. Oh, if it's lace weight, yeah. You can do one with a lace weight. Don't use too small of a hook, though, or a knitting needle, because they have to trap the air to stay warm. People have this misbelief that you have to knit a scarf tight, but you don't, because you have to have air. That's why even a shawl with holes in it is warmer than one that's together. 2, 4, 6. That's why string vests were always popular, because they used to keep you warm underneath your t-shirt, didn't they? Oh, God, do you remember them? String underwear. Oh, my God. If you sat down on them, you'd have a pattern on your bottom. I very rarely. I've got loads of scarves, and I've got loads and loads of pashminas and things like that. And I've got loads of shawls as well. I wear them in the house, but I just don't think to wear them on top of a coat or something like that. Because usually I'm on my scooter anyway. I tend to get the same scarf and just use that. Who was I watching the other day? I was watching somebody the other day, and they'd got suntan with sandals on, and they had this pattern on the feet. It looked like, those Indian ladies with the henna. It looked like that. My ex-husband burned his feet when he was a teenager. And ever since then, he could never suntan his feet. And I used to say to him, oh, for goodness sake, because he used to lie on the beach with his socks on. And I used to say, oh, take them off, you look stupid. So if he took them off, he used to bury his feet in the sand. Because he could never, ever sunbathe his feet. Can you imagine laying there with a pair of swimming trunks on and your socks? You look ridiculous. Ah, but that was him. Somebody said to me, do you keep in touch with him? I went, no. No, I don't. Why would I? I did have to for a time when he used to come to see our Ian, but after that, nah. La 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 la. Oh, I'm still hungry. If I stop thinking about it, will it go away? I've got a mark on my. In fact, I've got this keratosis, whatever it was. I fell asleep on the beach, and I had a bikini on, and in the days, it had a metal fastener to clip at the back, and it burnt me back. I've had it lasered 3 times, and it's still there. I've got some apples, but they're in the fruit bowl in the front room. And I've got a banana, but it's got a bit soft. I don't like bananas when they're soft. I don't like them when they're green. I know they're bad for you when they're green, but I like them when they're green. I know why I'm hungry. I want them stupid ready dinners because I've been messing about. I didn't fancy cooking. And my toaster oven hadn't come. Otherwise, I'd have had, cheese on toast or something like that. I'd be going insane because I've got a grill. Not had cheese on toast since I moved here. Or grilled bacon, yeah. I don't know whether the grill works properly here, but it's so low down I can't see it. So, I mean, I wouldn't be able to kind of clean, the oven so well, because when you grill things like bacon, it splatters up. Well, before I had an eye level grill, so you could wipe it when you've done your bacon, but here I'd have to get my hands on me and I can't do it. So that's why I've got the little baby grill thing, that little black thing. Where's it gone? Over there. So at least I can take it out and wash it. I mean, I'm not a super clean person, but I don't like leaving an oven when it's splattered up with grease. I always wiped it out every time I used it for bacon when I had an eye level. I had a double oven. The top one was what I used for the grill, and the bottom was the oven. I didn't realise when I came here that it's like an old-fashioned cooker type of thing with a low oven. I thought, oh, I can't be coping with this. So I splashed out, because I've done the kitchen, I thought, splashed out. Yeah, every time I did fried bacon, it's like I've got an integral smoke alarm that, in actual fact, I think the battery, I thought we were going to have the accompaniment to the battery tweeting, because it started tweeting this afternoon. And I thought, oh no, it wants the battery changing and I can't get up to it. I'll have to wait while somebody who's got on a ladder will go up and have a look. But every time I fry bacon, I set off the smoke detector. I open the windows and the doors, but it still sets off. Yeah, how do you know your bacon's done? The smoke detector sets off. And it won't shut up. I'm there wafting it with a tea towel and hitting it with a brush. Will it shut up? No. It's me, and it's so loud, I think next door must hear it. Probably think I'm on fire. It's just me making my Sunday breakfast. I hope they're not having a lie-in, because they won't get one. Manny, I think Colin next door's an early riser. I still don't see him, you know. He's as good as gold, he is. He's a fabulous neighbour. Never hear a peep out of him. Hopefully he doesn't hear me, because my lounge is next to his bedroom. I've got some sausages, Sophie, I have, yeah. Oh, gosh. If they have any, oh, God, it's turning that way on this country, believe me. There's more of them than there is of us. We're going to be outnumbered soon. One of my neighbours got told, would you mind not making bacon? And she went, I'll make as much bacon as I want, thank you very much. She said, you're not telling me what I can cook. And then another, do you mind not barbecuing because we're vegetarian? And go, yeah, up yours, yeah. Well, I won't be frying anymore. Well, I have to fry an egg, because you can't do an egg in it. Yeah, don't cook bacon. One of my friends got told not to have a barbecue because we're vegetarian. And she said, oh, tough bully. She said, if you don't like it, move. You know, I don't complain if anybody's... One of the neighbours told her not to cook bacon because they could smell it. And they were vegetarian or vegan or something like that. I mean, people, yeah, live and let live, but for me neck. Hi, Helen. Yeah, people start dictating, you know, what you can have and what you can eat. I'm sorry, but I thought it was a free country. Yeah. I've never been told not to do it, but... Oh, I go mad when anybody's barbecuing. I'm like the Bristol kid. Especially if it's chicken. I could follow it into the garden. Excuse me, could I have a little leg? Have you got a bit to spare? My next door neighbour used to barbecue when I lived in Prestwich. I used to say, stop tantalising me. He said, well, if you had some chicken, you could stick it on the barbie. I said, I don't have any chicken. I said, let me know when you're doing a barbie, will you? And I'll get some. Yeah, I'd like a barbecue, but I've only got to get one of them titchy-witchy little ones. We had a massive one that we left behind. It wasn't electric or anything, it was just a big barbie. But we couldn't, no good bringing it here. I don't want a big barbecue. With one little chicken leg, you know, or two little chicken legs. I could do one for the day after, couldn't I? No, I'm only going to get with them little round ones, you know. Because I love me barbecue chicken. I know Linda wouldn't like it because she doesn't like chicken on the bone. I don't know why. always microwave mine first, just to start it off from the middle. Oh gosh, I love lamb. So expensive though, isn't it? I've got some minced lamb actually in the freezer. I keep forgetting to rake it out to make a shepherd's pie. I could do that tomorrow. Oh, if I remember to bring it out tonight, I could do that tomorrow. Because I've got potatoes, the ones that came out of the garden. Still got them, yeah. Oh, God, vegan bacon. Oh, my God. When I went to... yeah, it's very much like the colour of my wallpaper, yeah. When I went to... what was it? Rosemary Conley. She said, oh, you need to get turkey bacon or something because it's got less calories in it. Ugh. It was revolting. It was revolting. Oh, I love bacon. Well, it's better than smelling a cabbage, isn't it? God, cauliflower's the worst, isn't it? There's no extractor fan here. That's the one thing I miss because, you know, I think there's a space where one might have been, you know, where the... No, I didn't buy turkey. I used to buy turkey that was cut up small when I used to do stir fries. You know, because it was much cheaper than the chicken, you know, when you're on a budget. But not the mince, no. It was the, you know, small pieces chopped up. And I used to buy a turkey leg. They used to be really cheap. It must be about £1 or something for a turkey leg. And it used to do me 2 meals. But I haven't seen them for ages. Tesco's used to have them, but we haven't got, well, we have got a Tesco, but it's miles away. Yeah, I used to get a turkey leg. Quite big they are. Yeah, turkey mince, you'd have to do a lot to it, wouldn't you, to make it tasty, yeah. I've got a lot of sort of spicy things in my little cupboard. I've got jerk seasoning and all sorts of stuff like that. Levi Roots jerk seasoning's nice. The only duck I like is when you get pancakes, you know, the duck pancakes and that. You don't get much duck though, do you? But you know, when you do it like the Chinese, and you do it with spring onions and stuff. Yeah, quite like that duck. But it's quite dear to buy it ready done, you know, with the pancakes and everything. Quite expensive. Shredded duck, yeah. But I only like it with the, you know, the spring onions chopped up, yeah. I always used to have it when we went to a Chinese restaurant, you know, the starter. I always had the shredded duck as a starter. Duck pancakes, yeah. Manny, we went to I don't like pizza as a rule, but there was a gorgeous Italian restaurant in Prestwich, and I had a duck pizza because the pizzas were lovely there. They weren't like any of this rubbish you get from Deliveroo and all this crap. They were really nice home cooked pizza, and I would eat them because people say, "Oh, you don't like pizza?" I said, "I don't like ready pizzas. You know, when you buy them and they deliver them at the door, they're always vile, aren't they?" I keep thinking I'll have a do at making them myself, but you know, I don't like thick crust things, stuffed crust. Nope. I'm really funny. I only like them in this Italian restaurant. There is an Italian restaurant, but you don't feel like going on your own, do you? You know? And it's in Fleetwood anyway, and I wouldn't go at night in Fleetwood. No way would I go at night in Fleetwood. We've got too many visitors, if you know what I mean, and I can't say much on here, otherwise you get accused of being a racist, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I would never go out to Fleetwood in the dark. Peking duck. Peking duck. I'm still hungry. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Elton John. I must sort my CDs out that are just in the cupboard any old were. And I can't find any of them. I need to take them all out and either put them in alphabetical order or put them in kind of a logical way so I can find them. No, I've not been invited to a barbecue for years. I don't know whether people have them the same anymore. Because of the weather, you can't predict, can you? Oh, we'll have a barbecue on Saturday and it's peeing down. No, you can't, can you? You can't really barbecue indoors, can you? Set the smoke alarm off. I can remember once my husband barbecuing outside with a great big golfing umbrella because it poured down and we'd invited all these people. Must admit, I did put some of the things in the oven. He was out there with his brolly and a drink, of course. It tickles me. Men always say, oh, I like barbecuing. Women are the ones who do all the preparation, aren't they? They do all the marinading and stuff. All the men do is stand there and jiggle it about on the barbecue. Oh, yeah, I'm cooking this, yeah. It's just as bad, isn't it? But you can't say anything, you know. You can't even accuse them. They'll say, oh, and what does the collar have to do with it? Well, if he's, looming after my daughter, then a colour has a lot to do with it. A pervert is a pervert no matter what colour he is. And I'm sorry, but I'll stick to that. Oh, you can't say that. Yes, I can. How you going, Denise? Well, thank you very much for your company. Hope we didn't bore you too much. Oh, dear. Yeah, I mean, it is, isn't it? A pervert's a pervert. Doesn't matter what colour they are. Pervert's a pervert. Don't tell me, oh, they're not like that in their own culture. I'm sorry, but, no. When you're over here, you behave by our rules. Whatever you do in your own country, up to you, isn't it? But you don't do it over here. You don't lurch after women. And I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. I keep thinking about take my mind off it. I won't think about it, but I really am hungry. I'd eat some Crispers or Crunch. Oh, crunchy. Never mind, I'll crunchy. I've got a little tail on the end of my necklace that hangs down. And it keeps tickling the back of my neck. And I keep thinking I've got a spider or something on my neck. Hang on a minute, that's not right, is it? That's not level. That's better. Yeah, that's better. I could have had a baked potato. I could, yeah, but then I'd have to eat it and my wires come up off my bra. Be up my nose in a minute. I love wired bras, but they're a pain, aren't they? And the wire goes one way or the other. I'm going to have to eat something. Crinkle cut, salt and cider vinegar. Oh, see, I've got my red pants and I'd lift my leg up, but oh, no, you can't see it. Can't get my leg that high. Right. Let's have a look what we've got in here. What have we got? Snack, right, they're my little, aren't we? Have I got any walkers? No, I've got Ashley, so that'd be better. Better than Lidl. Anything's better than Lidl or Aldi, whatever it was. Oh, fell out the cupboard. It's handy being in here, I get to everything. Oh, I love an underwire bra, yeah. It gives you lift and separate. I like being upholstered, yeah. You want to unalive? Why? Why do you want to unalive? Oh, the spider. Oh, smack it one. When my friend was doing the garage, she said, oh, there's a false with the spider here. I said, squash it. She goes, no, I'll put it in there. I said, don't you dare put it near my garden. Watching my crochet, I'm crocheting a virus show for a lady at Knit Club who's blind, yeah. Oh, as everybody says, it looks like an owl in the middle. It does rather, doesn't it? 2 eyes and a beak. Oh, I don't, yeah. I mean, she said, oh, a false with a spider can bite you, but it won't kill you. And I thought, well, just squash it and I'm done. It doesn't have a colour. It's oldies wool, I think, yeah. The lady gave it me to crochet. She got it, but it's too dark. When I say she's blind, she's got very, very limited vision. And if something's a light colour, she can actually just about see if she goes like that. But she couldn't see that purple. The other one she's given me is a pale pink, so I'll be all right. Blue Curacao, that was the name of Doris Chan's show. I do love that show. I haven't made one for a long time. But I don't think I'll make it for her. Maybe I will. But then she wouldn't see it, would she? So maybe I'll do another virus show. She will see the pink if she goes like that with it. She might see the stitches. But she is registered blind because she could only see light and dark. Yeah? You know, if I was across from her, she can't see me. She can see something. And if I moved about, she could probably see me moving about, but she can't see me. Oh, you're yelling at men. Not like you, Enid. No, they probably wouldn't if they don't speak English. I hope it hasn't moved. It's not like you can put a bucket over it, is it really, you know? I've got a spider catcher. You want to buy a spider catcher, then you can trap it in a spider catcher. But then again, it might run up the spider catcher and run up your arm. That's always a snag if you don't get it right. I use my spider catcher for wasps and bees. If it's a bee, I catch it and let it loose. If it's a spider, if it's a wasp, nah, they ain't going to see the light of day. I don't like wasps. I used to get a pint glass and a greetings card and stick the pint glass over the spider or whatever it was and slide the card, trap it, and then I used to go and throw it over next door's garden. Well, she had a horrible garden, I think I told you. She had grass about a foot high, so she would never notice the spider. When I had a garden, I used to throw all the snails over her side. I thought they could have a field day eating her grass, so I used to throw them over her side. I used to have a massive spider when I was in Presswich, and it lived behind one of the units. Oh, and it was huge, and every time it came out, when I was quiet, it came out. I thought, I'll get you, you little beggar. I could not catch it. It used to shoot behind the unit again. And Ariane used to say, oh, it's Boris, leave it alone. And it grew and it grew. It was massive. I said, kill it, kill it, kill it. But it was a crafty little thing. It used to shoot behind everywhere. I swear it'll live forever. My son used to say, it's not that big. I said, it's a bird-eating one. It's a big bird-eating spider. Huntsmen are big, aren't they? Oh, oh. There was one in my shed once. Oh. I've got a spider on the sunflowers. It's only a little bit. As long as it stays on the sunflowers and doesn't come in the house, I'm fine. These are very salty. Very, very salty. Oh. Oh. Got me buzzing. Oh, well. We've got crumbs. Mm. Oh, I left the stove for the mopped. And now they're everywhere. Now I've got a steam cleaner, but I've still not got this floor clean. I'm sure he must have never scrubbed this floor. These are Asda crisps, these. I got an Asda order. What a nice young man he was as well. The delivery man, he was gorgeous. I don't mean gorgeous looking, I mean he was just a really gorgeous man. No, you're not carrying it. I'll carry them into the kitchen. Where do you want me to put them? He started putting them all out onto the... I said, just put them on a unit, I'll put them away. Where do you want them putting? Where do you want them going? Are these going in your freezer? Oh, nice man. Could have kept him. You know, he was very useful. Should have said, can he do DIY? Can he come back? And so chirpy, you know, smiley and happy he was. Usually you go, comes to the door. Anyway, they asked me for a review, so I gave them a nice review. I said, I don't know who delivered it, but I gave them my order number and I gave them what time he delivered it. I said, he's a credit to you. Yeah, he was a credit to his mother. I used to have a lovely every driver. She was a lady. She was lovely. She wouldn't let me carry anything. Yeah, I shut the door, lock him in. Woo! I had a lovely young man actually came and did the internet. And it turned out he lived in, or his girlfriend lived in Prestwich. So we had quite a chat. Right, I'm going to get dandelion burdock out the fridge. Ooh. In our local shop, they've got the booze bit in like a cold room, which is very good. And I was just going into the booze bit when my neighbour came in and I went, I'm going for a dandelion and burdock. She goes, oh, Glenn likes them. I said, I'm not getting booze. That is a whole room that's cold. It has a sliding door. I've never seen that before. Obviously, a lot of people must drink around here because it's a very big room with a lot of drink in it. I haven't seen the drunk today. And I tell you, the drunk keeps going past with his wife now and the baby. I don't know if he's under lock and key or what. Oh, that's nice. He doesn't go by on his own anymore. So I haven't seen him falling over for quite a few days. I think she's taken him in hand. Well, she's got a new baby. It's not funny, is it, when you're married to somebody who's alcoholic? Oh. So maybe she's got the bank card. You will not go to the off licence. I have got the bank card. You will not be buying booze with our food money. Yeah, they've got a baby about 6 weeks old. Yeah. Oh, Sheila was having a paddy whack today. She got pulled for some music, didn't she? Apparently the music she puts on at the beginning of her videos was supposed to be free, but it turned out it wasn't. So she's flapping now. But I mean, it won't make a lot of difference because she'd already have got the revenue from, the videos that she's made in the past, yeah. So she's already got that revenue. So if they pull them and say that they're going to have the revenue, unless anybody's watching old videos, it won't make a difference, really. Yeah, I don't mind those cans because there's not much alcohol in them. The ones that I usually get, the ones that are Southern Comfort and Coke or something, but there's not much in them. You'd never get drunk. You could drink them all night, I think, and go home sober. Not that you would drive or anything, but I think you'd have to drink an awful lot of them before you got a bit tiddly. But this is definitely only dandelion and burdock, D&B. Bars, B-A-R-R, bars, dandelion and burdock. 75p. That's how much it is at my local shop. I keep calling it a corner shop, but it's not on the corner, but it's like a corner shop, if you know what I mean. Not quite open all hours. I think they open till about 10. But I missed me bait and butter by 5 minutes. I think she would have said, oh, yeah, go on, we'll do you one. No, we shut at 1. It was 5 past. It used to be 2 o'clock. I said it used to be 2 o'clock. She went, well, we had to change it. I thought, well, would help if you told people. Because I thought, oh, yes. I set off about 5 to 1 because it takes me a bit to walk. It's only a little way, but I'm slow. So I thought, oh, I'll get there before 2. In my mind, they closed at 2. Well, they don't close at 2. They just close making hot food at 2. But no, they've changed it to 1 now. She said, you can come back in the morning. I thought, no, make me on in the morning. I only wanted it today because I was full of paint and the kitchen was all in the spare room. Oh, what is that? I keep getting something stabbing on my back. It must be a nerve or something because there's nothing there. I keep thinking there's a pin. But it's a different top. And it did it last night when I had my nightie on, and I thought, and it's just like something pings, but it must be a nerve because nothing's biting me. And nothing's sticking in me. But it was doing it all yesterday as well. And it was a different top, obviously, I had on yesterday. You having a panic attack? Well, have a deep breath. Don't think about the spider. If it can't get in the house, don't worry about it. Just go in the house and just whatever. Unless it's in the house. Don't think about it. Well, as long as they know it's there, then tell them not to stay away from it. Now you've blasted it, you won't know where it is. You probably didn't kill it. He's probably having a bath. Should have left it where it was until your husband came home. Let him put his gardening gloves on and go and deal with it. Yeah, flamethrower, Enid, do you? Have you not got one of them things you light the gas stove with? Blast it with one of them. You know, the things you light the barbecue with? Flamethrower. Yeah, stay inside and stop going and looking at it. Leave it. It's probably scuttled away by now. Gone into next door. Don't leave your back door open. Shut your doors and shut your windows. Yeah, we should have a GoFundMe for a flamethrower for Enid, yeah. Yeah, can you imagine? I've burnt the house down, but I've got rid of the spider. I always remember. I was laying in the bath I was married then. I was laying in the bath and I looked up the ceiling and there was this bloody great big spider. And I went, Alan! And he goes, what? I said, there's a big spider in the bathroom. He goes, well, what do you want me to do about it? I said, come and get it. What did he do? Knock it off the blinking ceiling into the bath. I said, thank you very much. I had to get out of the bath then. He said, what's wrong with you? It's dead. I said, I don't care. I don't want it in the bath with me. I don't think well, we don't have them over here, I hope. We have false with the spiders, apparently. Yeah, you wouldn't like my friend then. She keeps tarantulas. She's got about 5 of them. So I'm not coming to your house. She said, they're all right. Yeah, you just have to watch your eyes. I thought, oh, do you mind not telling me things like that? Pauline that used to come on here. night nurse. Fortunately, she passed away. But she had tarantulas, and she used to say, "You can hold one if you want. They won't bite you." I said, "I don't want to. Don't get it out of the cage for me. I don't want to hold it. Thank you." I said, "Can we go and sit in your front room?" She had them all in the dining room. And she used to always give me a cup of coffee in the dining room. I said, "Can we not go in the front room, Pauline?" I don't know whether her son kept all the spiders or what. Yeah, I don't really know what happened. She had a stroke, and then she used to come on here and said she managed to get round to her knitting again. She lost the use of one arm, and then suddenly I read on Facebook that she'd passed away. So I don't know whether she had another stroke or what. But she was doing well. She was got back to her knitting and everything. So I did ask her son on Facebook, but he never answered. But I didn't know about it till about 2 or 3 weeks after she passed. But she used to come on here. You probably may not remember her. You weren't swearing, and your mouth out with soap heated. Can't have swearing on here. Swear did. Do 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 do. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Well, it is Christmas in July, isn't it? Yeah. No, you can't swear. You have to mutter under your breath. Yeah, Merry Christmas in July. Apparently some people crochet that slow, don't they? It'll take them till Christmas to make some. Or people who have about 94 projects. I've got 2 again. No, 3 I've got now. I've still got my green cardigan that I've been doing forevermore. And I've got to do 7 more squares on that granny square black blanket. And now I'm doing this shawl. So I've got 3 projects, which is very much unlike me. I usually only have 2 at the most. I've got so many unused project bags. I've got loads of them and I never use them because nothing stays in them long enough. A Western black with a... You're still on about his back. Just calm down. It's gone now. It's gone next door. Says, "I'm not living around here." She blasts you with a hose pipe. I'm going next door. Ooh, baby, I love you way every day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. You get me looking at spiders now. Stay away from it. Go in and sit down and have a brew. Stop going and looking for this bloody spider. See, you're making me swear now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have to count because I hate doing another row and then finding out I've only got 9 on. Why were you outside looking for a spider anyway? If you'd have been inside minding your own business, you wouldn't have seen it, would you? Then you would have never known it was there because it would have gone before you got. I've got a seagull on my conservatory roof. Go to bed, seagull. It thinks it's Michael Flatley. It dances the Irish jig on my roof. First time I heard it, I thought, oh, there can't be a mouse. Can't be anything. And I realised it's a flaming seagull. It lives on the garage roof, I think. It's not got a nest up there, but it just sits up there. And then it comes and dances on my roof. Ah, well, you see, if you'd have left it for your husband, he could have put up the trash out. And then being a guy, he would have never seen it because he would have walked past it with his... They're not very observant men. So he would have never seen it. You know what they're like if you ask them to look for something. Men can never find anything. I can't find it. It's there. I can't find it. So then you go out and you go, there it is. And, oh, it wasn't there before. Yeah, it were. You just don't look. Men have got this. I'm looking. Yeah, he's singing Merry Christmas, Dottie, because I was singing a carol. I was singing Deck the Hall with boughs of holly. Yeah, women find stuff. My ex used to say it's because you've hidden it. That's where you know where it is. I said, well, I've just told you where it is, and it was there. He said, no, you hid it. Where's me socks? Where's me tie? No, I wanted the other tie. Where's that other tie? Under your nose. I get on your tie rail. Oh, it was underneath the other tie. I didn't see it. Right, okay. Well, yeah, I've got a habit. You put something down and you go back 5 minutes later and you look where you think you've put it and it's not there. And you're like, I swear I put it there. Whatever. I think I'm having a senior moment. I've forgotten where I put it. It's like my pills halfer. The thing that cuts the pills in half. I don't know where it is. It'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere. But I don't know whether I've seen it since I moved here. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Don't know. I've not used it since I moved here. Oh, hello, hello. Who's that calling up me? Oh, who's that ringing on the bell? Who's that knocking on the door? Oh. It's one of those, somebody mentioned you in a comment, and they don't. What they're doing is they're trying to flog something. So because you maybe ever known them, they mention you, and you're like, no, I don't know you. Stop it. Stop mentioning. Huh. 22 pictures of Jack P. Shepherd's star thinking wedding. I don't want to know. 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 Why have I got a load of rubbish? Leslie's got a video up if you're interested. Not quite enough yarn. Jill's live if you want to defect. Why, what was I singing? I don't know what I was singing, Dottie. I forgot already. Oh, was it Oh Baby I Love Your Wave? Yeah, it's from a film. I don't know. But I know it's a reggae. Oh baby I love your wave. I don't know who sang it. It was a reggae song when I knew it anyway. I had reggae on today because it has to be reggae or like disco type music when I'm cleaning, or you can't clean to something a bit droopy, can you? Or I like that from Queer as Folk, yeah. I did say folk, Folk. I like the music from that sort of disco-y music. We used to go down to Canal Street a lot in Manchester because we like the music. Yeah, I used to go down with a girlfriend of mine because otherwise the bouncers wouldn't let you in if you were a couple. A couple, man and wife, wouldn't let you in. But if I went in with, well, it was my cousin actually I used to go in with, they must have thought we were a gay couple, so they let us in. I suppose it's to stop trouble. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's not been anybody falling in the canal for a while. They must have blocked it up. They used to have these like canal lock gates, and when people had a drink, they would walk from one side of the canal to the other as a shortcut, going across these lock. But they're only narrow. They're just like a piece of wood or lock gate. And of course, if they'd had too much to drink, they used to fall in, didn't they? There was a lot of speculation at one time. There was like kind of Jack the Ripper going around pushing them in, but I think it was just drunkenness. I think they've blocked them off now, so you can't walk over them. But they have to have the canal, the locks, because barges do go up here. The young crochet guy was arrested. Go on, what was he doing? Is it a joke or is it straight? We will say no unless you can tell us the punchline. Sandra's not telling us the punchline. Oh, it's not a joke. All right. What was he doing there? It was so evil. Salt with a crochet hook. Jonah? Won't be Jonah. Jonah won't get arrested. Jonah? Don't be daft. What did Jonah do? What on earth did Jonah do? This sweet little kid. Well, he's a big kid now, and he's a teenager now. I can't see him being arrested. Drunk in charge of a crochet hook. Oh dear. I've got an itchy scalp. I've not got nits, by the way. Somebody Google it. Make sure it wasn't Jonah. Jonah is a young guy who started crocheting when he was only a young kid. And he got very, very famous because he crocheted really quickly. It was him. What's he done now? What on earth has he done? Yeah, if you Google him, he's been on telly and everything. Well, Reddit. Oh, come off here. Reddit's not very truthful, is it? Google it and see what it was. Oh, give over. Give over. Don't believe that. For 1 minute. Especially if it was on Reddit. I don't believe Reddit on anything. I've never seen anything anyway. I've not been on Google. Nah. I don't like Reddit. I think they pile a load of junk. If it's on Google, it might be true. But on Reddit, no. Find it on Google, somebody. See whether it's true. I doubt it. It's true. Good grief. Can't believe it of him. Dear me. He's the most least likely person. He's only a kid, isn't he? Teenager, yeah. No, I don't watch Reddit. It's just a lot of bleh. Well, that is a shock for that. I know. I can't believe that. Well, Obviously, if it's on the news, it must be. Yeah, honestly. The least likely person, as you say. Yeah, he wants to be a surgeon, doesn't he? Yeah, Baby I Love You Way, yeah, it's reggae, yeah. Can't remember who sang it now. I should know because I was listening to it today. So I should know who sang it, but it was in the background, let's just say, while I was doing something. Kidnap and the other. He's 17, yeah. Yeah, but has he been accused of it? Or has he been proved guilty? This is what we need to know. There's a lot of false rape cases, isn't there? No, no trial. As I say, innocent until proved guilty, as I say. I do think it's wrong, though. I know if it's true, then it's okay. But I do think it's wrong that they do name people that have been accused of that. And then afterwards, they get proved not guilty, something like that. And then it ruins their life forever. It's happened to a lot of famous people, hasn't it, that? I'm not saying you shouldn't, it shouldn't, but they shouldn't name them, I don't think. Hmm. Oh, go away. Oh, God, somebody under 16. She could have been, yeah. I'll find out when he gets car. It just says here it's with a minor. Doesn't say anything about kidnap. Use of force and false imprisonment. Yeah. Well, we shall see. As I say, as we see. When he gets found guilty, we'll know, won't we? Or if he gets found guilty, we'll know. Yeah, no, I always think false imprisonment is just stopping people from leaving rather than kidnap. Always suggests to me they snatch them off the street. Whereas false imprisonment, prison, like me with the Asda man, well, I shut the door and made him stay. That's false imprisonment, isn't it? That's what Boy George got done for, isn't he? False imprisonment. Yeah, yeah. As I say, let's wait and find out whether he's found guilty or not. Well, that's lowered the tone, hasn't it? We were a happy little bunch till that came on. Let's talk about something chirpy, for goodness sake. Let's all go down the strand of a banana. Let's all go down the strand. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, you put us all on a downer, Sandra. I know you didn't mean to, but oh, itchy coo. I don't think my conditioner. I put a leave-in conditioner on, and it's made my head itch. I'm not chatty, as we used to say. When anybody had knits, they used to say, "Oh, she's chatty." Don't get done for copyright. You've been watching Sheila, haven't you? Listen, there's no way my singing could ever be thought to be the original. Oh dear. There is no resemblance between my singing and a record. They can have my tuppence if they want, Val. They won't get rich off my reviews. I got done for copyright once because I'd gone to Fleetwood Tram Sunday and I was videoing, and like obviously a float went past and they were playing music. So I got done for copyright, and I thought, well, I hope they enjoy me 3p, you know. It won't bother me, Val, because I don't earn anything, as you know. Oh dear. So they're welcome to my share of nothing. Oh, they tickle me that, yeah. Misconstrued for music. Yeah, my singing could never be misconstrued for music, Chris. It vaguely resembles it. 2 horses. And in actual fact, I think that's a music hall song, so it's probably gone into the realms of the public by now. Oh dear. Shall I go mad and have some chocolate? Shall I go crazy and have some chucky? I bought a crunchy bar. While I was in the shop. It was there and it was calling to me. It was going, buy me, buy me, buy me. I haven't had any chocolate for a bit, have I? My baggy trousers. Was that madness, wasn't it? I would have just bought them now, they don't fit me. They were only cheap, that's me. That's my excuse. I was sick of having big trousers, so I thought, buy some smaller trousers. And they're supposed to be smaller trousers, but they're actually big and baggy. I'm like Markle, wearing baggy things. I don't know where she buys her clothes from, but oh yeah. You got trifle in the fridge. Woo! Woo, Val. Woo! Val, it's a crunchy. What I don't like about this crunch is it says crunch written on it, but it's written, it doesn't break into small pieces. You get a big piece in the middle and little ones either side, and it says crunch written across it. It's not Friday. Well, thank Friday it's crunchy, yeah. It's not really got much crunch in it, actually. Can you see? It's more like an arrow, isn't it? Val, I'm eating a crunchy. Oh, it's a crunch, not a crunch. Well, I need chocolate after that bad news, don't I? I don't know how much this one. £1 something, I think. £1.50 is written on. Where's it gone? There, £1.50. It used to be 99p. So now it's gone up. Yeah, we have to have something to cheer us up after that bit of bad news, haven't we? Our wages are also much cheaper than yours. It's all relative, Chris. We might pay less for food, but we get paid less. Do you know, in November when I'm 80, I get 25 pence a week more. What I'm going to do with that, I really don't know. 25 pence. Hey, you better bring your Wellingtons and your raincoat, Chris. Maya Lizzie would love to come and move over here, but they won't let her. I don't know why. We get all these illegals in, don't we? So why won't they let anybody in that wants to come? That's got money and wants to work, Yeah, 25 pence a week I get more. And we used to get free TV licenses, but they stopped that. And at Christmas, we get a £10 bonus. Woohoo! Yeah, £10, a whole £10. Can you still get them, Dotty? The heating allowance should be coming back. Thank you, Angela Rayner. It was a year without it. I mean, I do agree with it being means tested, because I don't think people who are millionaires should be getting a heating allowance. If it was means tested, I mean, I'd still get it. I got this crunchy from the corner shop. Well, I keep calling it the corner shop. It's the shop in the next block. It's a Premier, not a Premier Inn, Premier. They just sell bits and bats. It's like a small grocer's. It's more of an off license, actually, because they sell more booze than anything else. Who's that? all these notifications. I don't want to know. I was just seeing if a friend had seen my video, and they have. Oh, baby, I love your way. They can have me 3p. Well, they can have me copyright if they want it. Do. Was it a nice video? I haven't filled my shelf up yet with me. I've just got, I keep going the wrong way. There. Ooh, that's not filled up yet. Still, everything went into the spare bedroom. So the stuff on just has to need to go on that shelf. I think it's Horlicks and stuff I get on there. Super. I've got no cupboard space, that's the trouble. Everything's got to be on view. You paid £1.69. What, for a crunchy? A crunch? It says on there, special price, £1.50. It's got it written on. £1.50, you got done. You've been diddled. They don't get the special offers. Oh, I can't open the paper. That's probably telling me I've had too much chocolate, isn't it? It won't let me get the other piece out. I'll have eaten half of it now. I'll put the other half back. I only treat myself to chocolate once. I shouldn't have it at all because I'm diabetic, but we have to be naughty sometimes, don't we? It can't be good all our lives. I love it when people say, oh, it keeps me out of mischief. I just want to get into some mischief. It would be nice. No chance of that. I wouldn't know what to do if I got in mischief. Well, that's where the crunchy bits are, they're underneath. You can't see me crocheting, just see my little fingers going. Stop tempting you. Get thee behind me, Satan. Yeah, I know, we're not trying hard enough, are we, Doctor? We need to get in more bother. I'd love to get in some bother too. Well, not major bother, obviously. A bit of naughtiness, be all right, won't it? Bit of doing something we shouldn't, in a minor sort of way. I don't mean running down the high street and hitting a copper over the head, I don't mean anything like that. A stop oil protester? No. I might have to chain myself to something, yeah. Asda man, yeah. Lock him in. I'll do another order if you let him come back. I promise I won't keep him. Well, they insisted it was over before dark. You're getting old, Sandra. Man, I like to come home before dark. But I am on a scooter. And I might get run over. I know I've got lights and that, but I might get run over on the way home. It used to be worse going home. When I used to go to when I lived in Fleetwood, I used to go to the knit club in the evening. And sometimes it'd be pouring down with rain. And there's no windscreen wipers. I've got a scooter with a lid on, but there's no windscreen wipers. I used to fog up. I used to be like that, trying to see where I was going. Because the lights shine down on the road. They don't shine up like that. They shine down. God, I used to be so glad when I got home. Luckily, I knew my way home. I had to feel my way home, yeah. So I wouldn't like to come back here on a scooter. I was lucky, really. I didn't get bullied at school, so I wasn't the bully. I can assure you I was not a bully. Maybe I went to a good school, I don't know. Or maybe we just didn't bully back then. I honestly don't remember being bullied or anybody being bullied at school. It was a girls' only school, though. I suppose bullying must have gone on, but it didn't really. I think we used to get stamped on. They didn't stand no messing back in the day. Yeah, there were no pussyfooting about like they do now. Oh, it's come from a bad home. Yeah, it was girls' only grammar school. Did they teach needlework? Yes, we did. We didn't keep it going though. I think it was two years. I think when we got to the third, you could drop. When you got to, I think it was the third year, you had to decide which of the 8 subjects you wanted to take. So you dropped the ones that you were just, I wouldn't have done like O-level needlework, for example. Nobody did. So you dropped the music and needlework and stuff like that. We dropped that. We didn't do much in needlework anyway. We just did. No, we didn't have any bullying. I must have been a good school. I've not been to a reunion. Never have. Oh, I tell a lie. I went to one when we hadn't left. Hadn't been long left. We went to one. I remember the headmistress saying, "I knew that was you. I recognised that accent anywhere." That was the headmistress. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Miss Maya. She said, "You haven't changed your accent, have you?" I went, "No." Yeah, well, I don't think we would have had the capabilities to do anything like that at the grammar school. It was more academic. They expected you to do like English, French, history, geography. I did art, which was, you know, that was kind of an optional thing, art. I didn't like the sciences and I definitely didn't like physics. Ugh. And as for maths, I mean, who on earth uses geometry and trigonometry now these days? We had to learn it. But chemistry and physics didn't have any appeal to me. I didn't mind the biology, but Yeah, so I dropped chemistry, I dropped physics. I couldn't drop the maths, so I had to do the trigonometry and the geometry. Quebecers. What on earth is that? No, we did Latin. Would you believe at our school? Latin. Unless you want to be a doctor or a botanist, what do you need Latin for? No, since that first reunion, I'd only been left a couple of years, I think. I'd be about 20, something like that. Because I didn't leave till I was 17, 18. Yeah, I'd probably be about 20 when I went. But the headmistress, I recognise that voice anywhere. You haven't changed your accent, have you? No. I never have and never will. I'm proud of being Northern. I mean, nowadays you don't have to change your accent anymore to get a decent job. I mean, at one time it was all very snobbery, unless you spoke the Queen's English, you know. You wouldn't get a decent job unless you spoke like that. Elocution lessons, yeah. I used to be the opposite. If I went anywhere and everybody was posh, I would deliberately broaden my accent. I was a rebel, even back then. I wouldn't put a la-di-da voice on for anybody. You know, some of the girls who went to my school, if you met them a few years afterwards, you wouldn't have thought they ever went. Because they got all posh. They went to university and they went all posh. No, I've got a broad accent. It's not as broad as it used to be, actually. How do I feel about Camilla? I don't feel anything about Camilla. She ain't my problem. Oh, some people don't like her because of Diana and everything. Water under the bridge. And that daft Harry saying she was a wicked stepmother or something. Christ. He's off his rocker anyway. They both are. He's welcome to her. She's as nutty as him. Oh, she's a patron of our school in Needle. See, I didn't know that. No. I know she likes dogs and she's always into adopting dogs and stray dogs. Perhaps she's a good embroiderer on the quiet, or perhaps she does tapestry or something. One never knows what they do in their private life. Queen Victoria used to crochet, didn't she, I believe? She used to crochet things and give them out to the peasants for Christmas. Yeah, Churchill used to paint, yeah. Ted Heath used to sail. Lord knows what Starmer does. Note, look at it. Did he say Auntie Angela Rayner had spent £7,000 on 2 mattresses. £7,000 on 2 mattresses. She'd gotta be joking. That's not rubbing people's face in it, is it? She stops our winter fuel allowance and says we're all earning too much, and she pays £7,000 for 2 mattresses. Come off it, woman. I hope it's like the Princess and the Pea. I hope a spring jabs up and stabs her. I wonder what it does, this mattress. Does it massage and move up and down? No mattress can cost that much, surely. Surely. Yeah, that's what I mean. But £7,000 for 2 mattresses. Are they stuffed with gold or what? I must admit I paid a few £100 for mine, but I don't know. Can't remember now. I bought it when I first moved to Fleetwood. Because my other mattress was worn out. I'd had it years. Yeah, well, she has our money, hasn't she? It's our money she's damn spending. We're paying her wages, aren't we? And yet she can't give us our winter fuel allowance. She's got 4 houses. She lives in the one that Winston Churchill used to live in. It's totally unfair. Oh, God, yes, she's horrible. Deputy Prime Minister. God knows. She says, oh, she was brought up poor. Huh. Nobody who's brought up poor would spend 7 grand on 2 mattresses. You'd keep your money, wouldn't you? Keep it close to your chest. If I won the lottery tonight, I wouldn't spend £7,000 on a mattress. That's for sure. Might buy some new bedding, you know. Splash out. Go mad. Buy a new cooker for a new oven with an high level grill. I'll probably buy a bigger house, one that already had one. You'd have carpet in your bathroom. I used to have carpet in the bathroom when I was younger. It was the rage back then in the 60s. I've got rugs in my bedroom, in my bathroom, because I can't bear standing on the lino. Like steam clean tomorrow. I bought a new steam cleaner. It didn't do much for my floor. The floor's grotty. I've scrubbed it. I've done everything. I've bleached it in parts. I've vimmed it. It still don't look clean. I don't think they ever blooming well scrubbed it. I think they must have just mopped it over. I can't get it to look clean. Carpet in the loo, yeah. Have I egg Dotty? No, it's still in a box and a greener. Yeah, it might look okay, Val, but when you look at it close, there's a clean patch on the dirty bit. You know it's dirty because some bits have come clean. So the bits that come clean are showing up the bits that are dirty, if you know what I mean. I can't get it. I even bought a long handle scrubbing brush and I was scrub with some vim, and I can't get it to come clean. 5 boys. Do you not have any girls, Julie? The all boys. Would have given up after about 2 or 3, me. My friend had 2 boys and she had a third. She was determined she was having a girl, but she didn't. She got another boy. Guess some people only make boys. I used to have a customer and she got 5 or 6 girls. And every time she wanted a boy. And their last baby was a boy. And she said, after about 2 years, she said, "Oh, God, if I'd have known what boys were like, I'd have never wanted one." She said, "I brought all these girls up with not a bit of trouble." She says, "He's a hellion." She said, "I don't know where I got him from." She said, "He won't do anything he's told." I said, "Well, that's a boy for you. That's a boy." They don't listen, boys, I know. Well, my boy never did. 5 and 8 years, oh my goodness. Did you plan them all or did they just arrive? One of my friends had 9. They were boys and girls. But you know, they were an absolute credit to her. They were so well behaved. I've seen friends of mine with 2 kids and they couldn't control them yet. She had 9 of them. They all had their little jobs. And if I went into the house, one of them would jump up off a chair and say, "Sit down. Have my chair, sit down. Would you like a drink?" And they were in the kitchen making you. Oh, lovely kids they were. I often wonder what happened to them because unfortunately she passed away and I lost touch with the girls and boys that she had. But they were so neat and tidy. Irish, she was called. She's a bonny, bonny girl, she was. But breast cancer, no respecter of people. Hi, Nancy. One day they'll find a cure. We keep hoping, don't we? Do, 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 do. I should have done my squares, then I might have finished them 7 squares off tonight. And I could have put the whole thing together. I've got 7 squares finished from last week that I haven't attached yet. I've got plenty bits, but I just thought I'd do this. Well, actually, I was hoping that I might finish it for next Wednesday. Then I could take her one. They were all planned. Oh, goodness. I don't know whether I'd want 5. I wanted 2. Loving a mist. I might be all right with that. They wouldn't be able to see me, would they? Loving a mist. Yeah, well, I only had the one, unfortunately. It wasn't meant to be. The others never happened. Well, I say others. I only wanted one more. When we were getting married, I said to my husband, I wanted two, and then if we had an accident, three would be fine. I said, but if you plan on having three, and then you have an accident, that's four. Loving the mist. Yeah, that's the asthma man when it's raining, yeah. He was nice. I mean, he weren't the handsomest man in the world. I'm not saying he was gorgeous, but he was just such a pleasant man. Obviously, he loved his job. He had a name thing on, but I've forgotten. I can't have looked because I can't remember. Yeah, my first, if I'd have had my second baby, there would have been 16 months between mine. And I kept saying to my mum, oh, I'll never cope, I'll never cope. With two, like under two. Anyway, it wasn't to be, was it? So my mum kept saying, you'll cope, you'll cope. I can imagine that, yeah. You can only put one in the trolley, can't you? You had two in 14 months. Oh. No, mine would have been 16 months apart if I'd have had the second one. The others were further spread apart, but the last one, Arian, would have been 13, yeah. And I said to him, how would you feel about having a brother or a sister? He said, no, I want a dog. I don't want a brother and a sister. I'm not sharing my bedroom with anybody. So it's probably as well we didn't have that one either. And he didn't get his dog until he got a house of his own. We could never have had a dog because we all went out to work, and I kept saying, you can't have a dog, Ian, because nobody there to look after it. Can't have a dog and leave it on its own all day. It wasn't that I was anti-dog, I wasn't. But well, my friend who had the 9 kids, when you went in the hall, they were all lined up in a row, all the shoes, all with socks in them, ready for the morning. And apparently each child had a chair by the side of the bed, and she used to put the clothes that they were wearing the following morning, all folded up. She was very organised, was Irish. Yeah, she had 9. There probably wasn't many years between them all. She wasn't Catholic either, but she was Spanish. Well, Spanish descent. Beautiful girl. She had long dark hair. And that lovely sort of faint suntanny colour, you know. Bonny, bonny girl she was. But she passed away. She was only in her 40s. I think she's about 42, I think. She got breast cancer and that was it. I think the eldest one was only about 16 or 18. She had to turn into the little mother. What time is? Oh, it's getting near the witching hour. Oh, and I wasn't yawning. That's a miracle in itself. All we need now is Lydia coming in and saying hello, because she always comes in when I'm just going in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Don't start yawning. Well, I will in a minute, won't I? Because it's nearly midnight. And you know I like to go at midnight. Because I should be tired, really. Should be tired. Finish up tidying up tomorrow. See what's left in the spare bedroom. Obviously, my Horlicks and my Ovaltine are still left in there. No, he was really pleasant. A young man that came to deliver me as daughter. You know, usually they're miserable, aren't they, Julie? But he was so pleasant. He was so laughing and joking. Carried the baskets in for me into the kitchen, unpacked them all onto the unit for me, and asked me, was that all right? Was there anything else I needed doing? And he was lovely. And it was such a change because usually they're miserable so-and-sos, aren't they, when they come? So I was just laughing, saying, oh, I should have kept him. Should have asked for him to come again. Because normally, the Iceland man just went, here, give me 3 bags. And expected me to balance them all on my hand. He wasn't for coming in the door. No, the Iceland man went, no, you're fine. I'll carry them out, bring them. Where's the kitchen? As I said, he was so pleasant. It was such a change. Because when I used to live in Prestwich and the Tesco man used to come, he would only dump everything in the porch. He used to be grabbing the baskets. It wasn't the new kitchen then, Val. He came before I had it sorted. I used to have a lovely West Indian man that used to come and service my washer. He was a lovely man, really pleasant. He came from Hot Point. Because you're on an English channel. And that's where we spell flavoured like that. I've done a bit. I might have it finished. One never knows for Wednesday. One never knows. I'm still on the first ball. She gave me 3, so it'll be a big shawl. So probably I won't have it finished for Wednesday. But I can show her what I've done. Yeah, there's quite a bit still left on the first ball. It's 100 gram, is it? 100 grams, 300 metres on it. Yeah, it's quite a good yardage, isn't it? You don't usually get 300 metres on 100 grams. It depends, doesn't it, if it's branded. I hid because I yawned. If you get older yarn and Pato, I think it's Pato, the woman at Naked Sheep, she does a variety. I mean, the branded ones are quite expensive these days. You know, you talk, and then Amora's just had some from Wool Warehouse. And I think she's paid £2.30 for 100 gram. But the one at Naked Sheep, £1 something for 100 gram. But if you get like the Sirdars and Hayfields and, people like that, and if you go on to pure wool, I mean, flipping heck, you're talking money there. In the Wales, yeah. She was, Amora was saying that Stylecraft have been having a lot of trouble, so they're thinking of going back to production in Turkey. So I don't know where they went after Turkey, but they've been having, supply issues, not being able to get the colours because she'd been to, I don't know, it's Black Sheep or somewhere else and couldn't get all the colours. It'd be acrylic that she was shopping for. The fancy, hand dyed, you're talking £20-25 for a skein in the hand dyed, yeah. It's always been like that. It depends what you buy. But I mean, a lot of them, the branded ones, like the Serdars, they've gone really expensive, yeah. You get onto Rowan and things like that, you really, really. I think your acrylic in America is much cheaper. Like your Red Heart and stuff like that's really cheap compared to what we pay for over here, yeah. But then again, you see, ours is like double knitting, so it might be a bit more expensive, but it goes further. You get more. Like this, I mean, I don't know how much that cost. It's 100 grams, so I would imagine less than £2. And I mean, that's 300 meters, which is a lot. You get a lot with that. Oh gosh, well, I wouldn't make it in pure wool anyway, because it's the washing of it, isn't it? You've got to hand wash a lot of this. I mean, this is what gets me with the hand-dyed yarn and that. If you're making a pair of socks, you don't want to be hand-washing socks, do you? Well, I wouldn't anyway. If they don't machine wash. I mean, when I used to make socks, I used to get something like Regia or something, which can be machine washed, yeah. But hand-dyed yarn, I mean, if you wash that in the washer, it shrivels up. And imagine standing at the sink and washing socks. Oh, can't think of anything worse. I haven't bought any wool for a long time. Well, apart from just, from Naked Sheep, yeah. I can, yeah. All the 100 gram 125, yeah. Yeah, well, it's quite good, that. If that's 125, Nathan, it's got 300 meters, which is a lot, isn't it? Usually it's only 200 and something on 100, 100 grams of the wool, eh? Oh, I used to have to hand wash. I mean, when my son was a baby, everything was hand washed. I mean, all of my woolies, I used to have to stand at the sink and hand wash them all. When we first had a wool shop and that, nothing was machine washed. I can remember Emu bought the first lot out that I ever knew. Emu Superwash, it was called. And it was superwash wool. 100% wool. I wouldn't say it's the softest. It feels a bit nylon-y, to be honest with you. But it's not bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I used to boil hankies. My mum used to boil my dad's hankies. She had a special pan that she only used to boil hankies with. Because my dad wouldn't have tissues. Well, I don't think People didn't have tissues. We all had hankies in them days. So she wouldn't put them in the washer. Obviously, if you got a cold or something. So she used to have this pan, great big pan with a handle on. It had a handle on both sides. You know. She used to boil all the hankies. Yeah, you boiled them because if you got a cold, it was supposed to boil the germs out of them. And it used to keep them white, didn't it, and clean, yeah. Have you seen those people? Oh, I mean, they must be mad, because I wouldn't do it, that finish off partially finished things. I mean, I could understand it. We had one that we finished off at the knit club because her mum had died and she'd not finished it. She'd done most of it, but not finished it off. But, I mean, there's people online, don't they, that take people's unfinished projects and finish them off for them. And I'm like, I would, but I'd charge them, you know, wouldn't do it for free. I mean, as a knit club, we did this woman's for free, but yeah. Yeah, we've got a lady. Well, she doesn't come to knit club anymore because she's elderly and she's not been well. But she used to sit there and untangle everybody's yarn if they got into a bath with it, you know. She used to sit and undo it all. Edith, she was called. She knitted the most fantastic little amigurumis, tiny little thing. Oh, she was so neat. But she's 90, 92, I think. She doesn't come anymore now because she's not been well and she's bad on her feet and that. But she was such a neat knitter. Yeah. I thought I'd done well with my granny blanket. Oh, where's it gone? I finished the one I was doing last week. That one. It was only in Arran. That's as much as I ever make as a blanket. That's it. It's done. I'm going chilly now. It's time to go to bed. It's going chilly. Maybe I should have my lap blanket. Oh, there, yeah, you see, you could wear it as a shawl, couldn't you? Might keep somebody warm. Yeah, I ran out of the green, so I had to stop. I could have gone on with the other colours, but I thought it might be a bit odd. Yeah. Julia. Well, it's not. I thought somebody else with bad news here. It was Sandra before with the bad news, wasn't it? No, that's what I wanted. I thought she was going to tell us a joke before Sandra. Yeah, I put it on our Facebook page so that somebody else could have a look at it as well. Yeah, Abel Morrill, yeah. It was Abel Morrill when we used to stock it at first, yeah. Oh, somebody shut a door. As long as it wasn't my door. I tell you, my garage door blew open the other day. So I always have a look at night before I go to bed now. Make sure it's shut. What is that? The lights are flashing. Yeah, I've still got my aero knitting needles, a lot of them, and some aero crochet hooks. Well, they shortened it, I think, to make it more appealing. Perhaps we're not in a jokey mood today, Julie. I'm going to bed anyway in a minute now. I'm cold. I've suddenly gone shivering. I'm going to make sure my garage door wasn't the one that opened. So I'm going to go and get in my bed. I can see my fairy lights flashing in the garden. Woo! It's about the only thing that flashes me. Not even the Asda man. Oh dear. Yep. It looks nice, this. It's nice and warm. A bit short, but it's nice and warm. Keep somebody warm, won't it? I've got to think about that. Righty-ho. What was that? Something moved outside the window. I don't like not having curtains, but that blind was getting on my nerves because it's broken and it's dirty and I wasn't having it anymore. Yeah, it was just some oddments at somebody. Well, actually, it was a lady came into Knit Club and said that. What is that? It keeps moving outside the window. She was clearing her house out with something with these oddments of Aaron, and she gave it to the Knit Club. And the Knit Club knew that I was making things for the oldies, so they gave it to me. So I inherited it. So it'll eventually get to Sue, Val. Eventually it will, when I've got enough. Because she'll have to call for them, or you'll have to call for them, Val. Somebody's going to have to call for them to give them to Sue. Yeah. Right. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. And I will see you all next week. Unless I make a video. I keep saying I'm going to make a video, and I never do. But I did make a little one, but I didn't put it on YouTube because it was only a little one. Okay, now, bye-bye. And we didn't get Lydia, not even right as we were going. Right. Bye now. Bye, everybody. Bye.